So here's the water pump. Dr. Whitaker, paging Doctor, we have got the bullet out.
So we're flying out in a couple of weeks, but we reserved a spot at the Crossroads Marina. That's where we're going to keep our boat while we're gone. It's safe, it's secure, and so we decided to go over there today and check it out and just kind of take a look around. We're not allowed to go on land because it's its own island and we would need a quarantine for 2 weeks, but we can stay on the boat. So we're probably going to use some Wi-Fi, turn the air conditioners on, and just kind of chill out for a day or two, and then maybe just come back out to Anchorage and swim and play and stuff, because we still have 2 weeks before we leave. So that's where we're headed right now.
Hey Ben, get up here.
Hey,
Ba -da 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 -da.
go up front and help. Okay, Dad's flying the drone, so Jack's driving the boat. Focus, Ben, focus.
Which way are you going, Jake?
Yeah, got it.
Just one up back.
While Keith flew the drone and I filmed from the boat, Jack managed to get us into the marina and onto the dock all by himself.
All right, Kate. Ooh, how is it?
It's good. The Wi-Fi here is slow, but it's unlimited, so we can download stuff.
Awesome.
And we connected to power, so the AC is gonna be constantly on.
Yeah, baby. Sweet.
The people were really nice too. They gave us a gift bag.
They're really nice here. Everyone in the Maldives is really friendly.
Really good.
I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. Float away. Float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away.
So we're changing the water pump on the starboard engine. What's happening is the seal kit, the seals in here behind the impeller's here. The seal kit right here leaks, and it's leaking water, and this particular water pump sits right over the alternator. The salt water leaks out of here and down on the alternator, and then after a day or two that salt water seizes up the alternator, and I got to hand crank the alternator to get the salt and everything out of it. So I got to get this fixed. Normally when I order parts, I'll order, if it's something I don't have, I'll order a complete water pump unit. So that was $700. I'm not going to use that. That's going to be a backup. Then what I'll have, if I order the spare kits for the seals. These are the seals that go in here on the shaft that you fix to keep it from leaking. I'm going to repair the one that's down there and fix the shaft seals, and it should fix the leaking problem. So I ordered all these parts a couple of weeks ago through the Volvo Penta dealer here in the Maldives, and it took a couple of weeks to, actually it took 7 days to get these from Poland or Brussels or wherever Volvo Penta's at, and they came in pretty quick, and we finally got them picked up. But what I was saying is I ordered, like I've got 3 spare kits, I've got an impeller, and they sent me, I paid for this, I shouldn't have, but it's actually a shaft for a water pump. I didn't need that. That was $264, but the guy didn't think this all came as a complete unit, so I got an extra shaft, and it was non-refundable because it was special order parts. So I'm stuck with a shaft, but I have one if I need it. All right, so now we're going to go down to the engine room, and we're going to pull off the old water pump and bring it up here, and we're going to Fix it. Oh man, this is shut. Alright, so this is the water pump. This is the alternator right underneath it. I gotta take this off. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, so here's the water pump. Alright, so we've got the water pump out. Now I'm going to pull the impeller out. Take the back cover plate off of it. There you can see the impeller. She looks good, but there's already chunks breaking off the impeller. If you can see that. You can see a crack right there.
Cool.
So that impeller needs to be changed anyway. Let's get this bad boy out of here. But you can see there's pieces missing. I did a little damage to it. That whole blade right there is missing. I need to find where that's at. That's probably up in the heat exchanger piece, so I need to get that. Alright, so now we gotta get that seal out of there. And you don't want to scratch the shaft because that's what it's got to seal against. And there's the old one. See, it's all rusted up, nasty, leaking. So I'm just still trying to get this shaft, all the rough corrosion on it, off, because if you put a seal back on a shaft that's got a bunch of stuff on it, it's just going to wear it out, even the seals even quicker. Alright, so I've got this all prepped inside here. It's all clean. Now I'm going to put the new seals in, the new seal kit around the shaft.
Airplanes just keep coming.
Yep. Okay. Now I gotta be careful that I don't damage this, pushing it down there. Alright, we're gonna put the new seal in. Alright, so the next piece is to lube up the inside of this so that the impeller will slide right on in there. You don't want a dry hole. Dry holes can be problematic for anybody who's involved. And there it is. I've cleaned this face off pretty good. And then we'll put a... So what happens is these old caps, they get wore. You can see there's wear in here. If you put your finger across there, you can feel that. They send you a new one and a new O-ring. Very important to put that new O-ring in there. Grease it up. Once again, I want to talk to you about that masterclass we got coming out on December 5th, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's the links are on our social media, Facebook, Instagram. Check them out. Make sure you enroll. We got a private Facebook group that you'll be a part of. And we're going to launch that masterclass, and it's going to talk about everything you need to know, just like repairing water pumps and stuff. It's going to talk about the skill sets you need. It's going to talk about fears, anxieties, all the things that come into play that keep you sitting on that couch or in that cubicle, not out here living the dream. We're really excited about it. I love watching people change their lives, and don't forget it. Click on the links. Check our Instagram and Facebook for the links to the site. Make sure you enroll, and we look forward to seeing you guys there. Now, I got the water pump put together. We are ready to put it back on and see if it leaks. But we still got to find that part of the impeller that went down to the thingamajig, to the heat exchanger.
Here we are, back in the hole.
Back in the hole, surrounded by the blue. I can take that hose off and get right down in there and see if my missing parts are in the heat exchanger. All right, so I'm pulling off the hose that goes to this is the heat exchanger, and I can see right away. I can see that little thing down in there.
Little rubber piece?
A little rubber piece.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, we have found the criminal. We have found the criminal. Look at that. Oh, but wait.
There's more.
Don't touch the sides of the metal. This is Operation.
Good Lord.
Ooh.
Wow, that's a big piece.
No, there's another piece in there too. Dr. Whitaker, paging Doctor, we have got the bullet out. Is there any more bullet fragments in here? Yes, there is.
Good Lord.
That bullet was a full metal jacket. It went into 15 different pieces.
Did you just pull those out?
Yeah. Oh, I got two.
Huge.
Look at that. She's huge.
Wow. You're fired.
Any more down in here? I think there's one more. Jeez. You know what? This has probably had these down in here for a long time.
From an old impeller?
From an old impeller, because there wasn't that many pieces missing.
That's what I was just thinking when we were looking at that impeller, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't that many pieces missing off that impeller. As you can see, I pulled that out of the and obviously it wasn't causing overheating issues, but if you got too many of those in there, it could cause a lot of overheating issues. This is the alternator for the engine, and that water would drip right down in here, and the salt would solidify, dry out once we quit going, and it would cause that rotor stator not to turn, which wasn't good. As you can see, it's free spinning now. That's the way it should be, but I had to put channel locks on this to get it freed up after the salt had built up on that.
Was that just the old pump?
Yeah, I'm gonna go shut it off.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
psychic powers.
Now it's time to put the water pump on. Let's get this bad boy screwed down. Look at that. One of the reasons I always buy a spare of a pump, like a water pump, is because if you're in a jam out there and you need to change out an impeller, it's hard to get to this impeller on the back side of here. And you can do it, and you can do it easy enough, but it's just as easy to just drop that pump off, grab the other pump, stick it on, and you're in business. So that's why I always buy a spare water pump, because it's easy to, sometimes it's easier to trade out a water pump than it is to try to get down in there and change out an impeller.
Okay.
One of the other things, anything, you know, we're talking about spares, anything that has bearings on it that spins a lot, like idler pulleys, anything that's on the belt system that has a pulley on it, that has bearings that are going to spin a lot, you're going to want to make sure that you have all those as spares, because if one bearing goes out on one pulley, even if you've got a spare water pump, but an idler pulley goes out, you're down. You can't go anywhere. So you want to have all the spares you need for everything on that belt loop. That way, if a belt goes out, you've got a spare belt, you've got spare idler pulleys, you've got spare pulleys, water pump, anything you need, you've got. And that's just what I've got to say about that. This one's going on. Oh, nice fit. Nice, nice. Yes. Okay. Goes around here.
Love your tools, don't you?
I hate tools. I hate working on stuff. Despise it.
You're so good at it.
Actually, I don't mind it anymore because it gives me something to do. Like, I was looking forward to this because I know boredom on this boat is forever.
It is the thing.
It is the thing. So these are kind of fun projects. All right, Jack. Start the starboard engine.
Yeah, water's coming out. How'd you know it's gonna be here?
Alright, we got her. Alright. She's got some tanks.
Done.
So we didn't have to quarantine. We were able to take PCR tests. All of us took them. We do not have COVID, and so we are allowed to roam about the island. And so we're headed over to Hard Rock Cafe to grab some lunch. Maybe it won't cost us an arm and a leg, but it will be food that I didn't have to prepare. I don't have to clean up, and it probably tastes better than all the stuff I've been making over the last few weeks. Yeah.
I've been all around the world, guys, and by far, if you like resorts and you like resort marinas, this is one of a kind. I've never seen anything like it. It's you know, we're not real resort people, but this place is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, my sister would love this. Melissa, you would love this place. I guarantee it.
I'd like the kiteboard right here. That'd be nice.
Is that all that's on your brain? Always kiting, kiteboarding. Oh, you're such a gentleman. Thank you.
Sorry, did it.
Emptier than most Hard Rock cafes we've been to. Ah, there's the food, y'all. How's your food, Big Daddy? Oh, sorry. Always get nachos, and they do not disappoint.
I was so scared. It's like they're scared to me.
How'd you like that?
It's okay.
Did you walk around the person that was like upside down like that?
No, there was two like graves, but I couldn't. Yeah.
get scared?
No, we didn't get
No.
scared.
I think there are more.
Dad tried to jump scare me. which
Mom
was
got scared for a
annoying.
second.
Did you scream at all?
I said, "Oh gosh!"